I guess what they say is true. All good things must come to an end. And today is the final time that I film in this studio. All right, so let's just cut to the chase here. What's happening? What's going on? Guys, for the very first time, I have purchased my very first house. And this is the next chapter of this channel. So after 3.5 years being in this house, it's finally time to say goodbye and pack up everything. Not just this room, but all of Geonosis, all of my mock parts, everything. It's a lot of work. In fact, we've already made our move into the new home. We are currently living in a different house at this point, but you can still see there is a lot of Lego behind me. And this is what's next, is packing up and transferring all of this into the next studio space. Okay, so I kind of bought a house that has an unfinished garage that I want to make the next review studio. And so that's phase one. Now, if you guys remember here on the channel, last year I made a big video about how I really want to build my own studio space, like a detached garage converted into a studio, whatever that might be. I ended up selling a lot of my own Lego Star Wars collection to fund said purchase. And now at the time, I thought I was actually gonna be like buying land in the area and building from scratch. And that dream was kind of put on hold because once I actually got into the nitty gritty, it just wasn't feasible, at least in the area that I live here in Virginia near the new Lego factory. And so I decided to put the studio build on hold, finish Geonosis, pursue building Urbana, and just figure it out later. And this summer, it finally became clear that the best way forward was buying a house on a piece of land that I could just build the studio that I want on it. And that's exactly what I did. So here's the existing garage as it is. It's mostly unfinished. There needs to be insulation, drywall, mudding, painting. The garage floor needs to be painted. The electrical panel is extremely outdated. This is an older home, so that needs to go. A whole new breaker panel needs to be installed. The studio needs to be air conditioned, so that means heating and AC, so it means I'm gonna be installing a mini split. So we're talking thousands and thousands of dollars here that need to be put into this space. And that's okay, because I budgeted for that when I was looking for a home, so that's not a big deal. It's what comes next. This space is not big enough for what I want to do here with the next chapter of this channel, which is building even more insanely bigger mocks than Geonosis. And so for that, well, I'm finally going to start building an actual studio. In reality, it's going to be a detached garage, but inside, it's going to be exactly what I want. One giant, huge box where I can customize it to my heart's desire. Literally the sky is the limit, or really the county square footage limitations of a detached structure is the real limit here. So my plan here is to build a 1,000 square foot, 3-car detached garage with walk-up space for attic storage. And this isn't just some fantasy land for something that's gonna happen in the next few months or years. It's happening right now. I've already hired an architect. I'm already talking to foundation contractors. I'm submitting the building permit this week for the garage. It's actually happening, guys. I am beyond pumped, all right? Not only am I getting a dedicated studio space attached to the house, but the dream studio that I've always wanted, dedicated to mock building, is this close now. But you might see where this is going. Building a detached garage today in this economy, it's not cheap. Even if I do some DIY work, which I plan on doing, my estimation in my area is this is gonna cost between $45,000 to $50,000. The AI tools were telling me that it could be upwards of $80,000, but so far, based on the contractors that I've been talking to, I've already done the tree work. That was $5,000 to clear the land. It was $15,000 is the estimate I've gotten to build the foundation for a 38-foot by 26-foot foundation with 18-inch footers. I've also gotten an estimate for the trusses, $9,000 for 31 trusses with attic storage. The wood's gonna cost in the range of $5,000 to $7,000. The actual framing is actually going to be done by me and some other awesome people, so stay tuned for that. And then I'm going to hire out some of the other stuff like the exterior siding as well as the drywall and insulation, but ultimately it is shaping up to be roughly a $50,000 project. And so you might see where this is going. I need to fund this garage. And so obviously Whatnot's going to come in handy here. I'm in fact liquidating my Lego Star Wars, well, brick collection, we'll say. Not sets, not minifigures. We're talking loose bricks that have been used on Mandalore, Kashyyyk, Scarif. I've literally had these loose parts in bins for over 7 years now, and I think it's finally time to let go and just say goodbye. So Whatnot streams are happening this Friday and Saturday, so that's September 19th and 20th. Definitely check out the link down in the description to bookmark those Whatnot streams. And if it's your first time using Whatnot, you'll get a $15 credit with my link down in the description below. So as much as I love Whatnot, those funds just aren't gonna cut it. So no, I'm not gonna start a Kickstarter. I'm not gonna start a GoFundMe page. I'm gonna do what I do best, making kick-ass custom products via Minifigs for You. And today, guys, I'm launching the next product, which is the Plows Bros Gunship. So yes, this is a follow-up to my recolored Republic gunship from the Coruscant Guard gunship that I launched earlier this year with the free instructions and the pad printed pieces. Well, the next wave of prints and instructions are here. Just like last time, free instructions, no strings attached. The links are down in the description, and you can build the Plows Bros gunship yourself. Just buy the parts off Bricklink, follow the instructions, the parts lists are there. It's easy as that. And if you already have the recolored gunship or the Coruscant gunship, there is instructions for how to color convert it into Plows Bros gunship as well. And you can see here that I also swapped out the turrets for the floodlights. These are what we see in the Umbara arc, but we also see them in the Citadel arc as well. And I specifically designed these floodlights where you could plug and play with them, as in you can take them off the gunship. So if you just want a clean one with no turrets, no floodlights, you can do that. Or if you want to swap between the pod turrets and the floodlights, you can do that as well. And if you look closely at the floodlight design that I came up with, well, I actually utilized a very specific piece from the Lighthouse set. Now, this is an expensive piece. It's about $1 per piece, and obviously there's 2 of them here, but everything else in terms of the parts that are utilized here are fairly cheap. If you want to just make the floodlights, it's about $15 worth of parts, which I think is fairly reasonable. But obviously the star of the show here to really make this a Plo Koon's gunship is the graphic design here. On the side of the gunship, it is the Plows Bros design with the 2 Phase 1 clone troopers, Plo's head. It's exactly what we see in the Clone Wars show, and now it's been recreated in a Lego-fied version here on the side of the gunship. It looks pretty awesome. In fact, it looks even better than I was expecting. And of course, like last time, this is fully pad printed, not UV printed. This is exactly what Lego uses. And there's more. This is not the only product I'm launching today to help fund the studio. I've also got 2 brand new designs for the other recolored gunship with a squished Geonosian design, as well as Ki-Adi-Mundi's Clone Trooper skeleton helmet design. So this is what you can see right when Ki-Adi-Mundi is leaving. All of these designs are now available. They've already been printed. This is not a pre-order, so they're shipping today. And just know that 100% of the profits from these brand new products are going towards the studio, towards the future mocks on this channel. Lastly, I have more sticker replacement pad printed pieces for the ATST now. Those are also launching today, as well as the arsenal of other pad printed pieces. And this isn't even everything. There'll be more and more products launching every week on Minifigs for You. Again, all of this will be helping fund the studio. It's not going in my pocket. It's going straight to the contractors and construction workers to make this happen. My goal here is to hopefully have this detached garage finished, ready to move in by the end of this year of 2025. There's always bumps in the road that can happen, so we'll see if it actually comes to fruition. Now, I also want to make this very clear that you are not obligated to help fund the studio. And if you can't afford it or don't have that side money or you're just not interested in it, that's totally fine. I am just happy you're here, that you click the subscribe button, that you're waiting for these next mocks. It's you guys coming back day in, day out to watch these reviews, to watch these mocks be built, to see me grow on the channel. It's been 17 years now, and I'm still going. Somehow, some way, I'm still going. It's insane. But this is the next chapter of the channel. I'm going to be vlogging this whole process of the construction, of the renovations. And in fact, this is going to be the next series here on the channel. It isn't going to be building a mock, it's going to be building a studio, a real studio space, which I think is pretty cool. Hopefully you guys are into it. It's okay if you don't watch it, but just know that this space that I'm building is dedicated to you guys. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I gotta start packing this studio space. The whole basement where Geonosis is has to be packed up. It's gonna be a lot. Those Whatnot streams are gonna be crazy. All of this brand new merch on Minifigs For You is all gonna go towards funding this studio space. It's gonna be a crazy few months. It's gonna be a little hectic here on the channel, but just bear with me because I think we're gonna make it through, and I can't wait to start this next chapter for the channel. Good things have to come to an end, but that doesn't mean the next thing can be even better. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.